Hello, you lovely people. How you doing? We're at the end of week 34 of taking 100 milligrams of sertraline to treat PPPD and CPTSD. I've had a little bit of a setback, I suppose, or just no, not a setback actually. That's not the right word. I've just had an increase in sensitisation over the last few days, even though I'm in Margate. It doesn't seem to matter where I am or who I'm with. I think it might be down to the fact that I've had a bit of nausea, and I don't normally get that symptom. I've had that for like the last 4 days, no idea why. Try not to think about the whys really, because I know it's all nervous system stuff anyway, but it's made me more sensitised. And last night I was really struggling to get to sleep because I felt like I was floating on water. I don't like that at all. I like to be still when I'm lying down. It's not too much to ask, is it? Anyway, so I've just got on with stuff, but just feeling a bit rubbish. The usual, really. Been looking again at the Study Coach workbook because I'm up to day 19 now on the journaling. But I'm finding that I'm writing a lot of stuff down, but I'm not feeling the feelings, and I don't know how to do that. And I think that I do believe that I have got a lot of repressed rage and grief as well. But I don't know how to access those feelings and actually feel them. That's the problem. I can talk about them. And actually, do you know what? I remember when I first saw the Steady Coach, on one-to-ones. I think my first one-to-one with her was in September 2021. So my dad hadn't been diagnosed at that point. So I hadn't lost him yet. I just lost my mum in January 2020. And the Steady Coach was saying to me, the way that you're talking about all the things that have happened to you in your life, you're so matter of fact about it. It's just like you're not showing any. I was half laughing actually about stuff as I was telling her. And she said that's quite a big red flag. You're not actually feeling any of these things. It's like you're talking about them happening to someone else. How would you feel if all these things you're telling me about had happened to your friend? Like, would that make you angry? Would it make you, She said, but because it's you, you're not feeling them. So it's very telling, I think I've just got, sorry about the background noise, my other half's cooking, bless him. That's all right. So, yeah, it's just very telling that we've got a lot of stuff going on inside, I think. And for some people, it's a harder thing to, accept that that's what it is. But I went to the Steady Coach already knowing that I knew that I had had a true vestibular injury from the vaccine. I knew it, and that was confirmed by the audiologist. But it's what's keeping it chronic is the fact that my nervous system is already in a massively hyper-aroused state because I'd lost my mum a year before, and I had a lot to do, and it came during the COVID time. So I was so worked up. I was like a tightly coiled spring when I had the vaccine, and the vaccine did the damage, and then bang, the spring just goes off on one. So I knew already before any of the theories and everything on TMS, mind body stuff came out to me. I had no question that that's what this was. And I actually never had an MRI on my brain ever, because I knew, and I'm a cancer survivor, but I knew already that it was stress. So it was stress that was keeping the symptoms chronic. So I am trying to do the emotional stuff. I just can't feel it. I need to get a therapist, I think, that can actually help me to express. I might try and listen to some music when I get back home. That will maybe see. I can't feel anger with music really. I can feel sadness. And I don't think I grieved my mum properly because I had so much to do and I had to look after my brother and my dad. So I was like the responsible one, you know. It's all of the personality traits of somebody that gets triple PD that the study coach talks about. I tick off every single box, apart from the type A go-getter. I'm not a type A go-getter, but every other one. There's about 8 in the book, I think, she talks about. But you've probably seen the videos already where she's discussing this, that certain personality types get triple PD. I just need to work out how to feel the emotions, but. Look, getting back to the medication, because that's what my videos are about. I've had quite a few people commenting, asking, has the sertraline helped? You know, they're thinking about it, blah, blah, blah. Yes, it's helped. 100% it's helped. But it's not helped the dizziness. It's just helped me to calm down enough to do more things. That's it, really. It's not, I mean, God, the dizziness has improved from how it was in the beginning, but it was already better than how it was in the beginning before I took the meds, if that makes sense. So I've been on meds for just over a year, and at various doses. And I started off low, so I took too long to go up to 100, really, and I think I probably need to go up a bit more, but I don't have any expectations, and I don't want you to either, that the medication is going to fix the dizziness, because it won't. It will just help you to, just help you to live. I suppose it's managing it's helping you to manage the condition. But actually, you know, showing no fear towards symptoms is one thing. But I get the messaging now. I'm not so conflicted about, you know, because, you know, you've got Dan Buglio, Pain Free You, talking about, you know, just show no fear, you know, turn your attention towards life and away from yourself. It's just, you just need to calm down the fear response and you'll be fine. But Arthur's saying you need to go into the emotional thing. And I'm like, what do I do? But then I've realised that what she's saying is that if you go into the emotional side, then there's no chance that this will come back again, because her teachings obviously are based on Sarno's theory, and all that research and stuff that's been done on my body. You know, that the brain is making incorrect predictions based on misinformation and fear, but also because it's creating dizziness because we're as a distraction because we're not feeling the emotions we should be feeling. It is giving us pain or dizziness instead, and a lot of people don't buy into that, but I totally do, because I know I'm that person, and I am 100% that person. And people are getting better that way. So I know I have to work on the emotional side, but it's taken a long time to sort of accept that, and that I can't avoid my emotions anymore. I need to feel anger. I need to be able to do that. And I remember saying to a therapist years and years ago now, it must have been 2013, 14, when I first got diagnosed with PTSD, before the dizziness started. But I remember saying, oh, do you know what? I've never felt angry. And I've got every reason to feel angry. There's been a lot of injustice in my past, and, you know, I've been treated badly by a lot of people, as quite a lot of us have. But I've never expressed anger. And actually, do you know what I do when someone makes me angry? I do nothing. Nothing. I just go quiet. So someone knows when I'm pissed off because I'm just quiet. And they're like, you all right? And I don't know why I'm like that. I don't know why. Maybe it's something to do with being with someone that was domestically violent in the past. Felt like I couldn't express anger because I'd be under threat. But that started quite late-ish. It wasn't as a childhood thing. I don't know. Who knows the reason why? But all I know is I can't express anger. And Dr. Sarno's theory is that this is all repressed rage. So I would love to be able to feel angry. And actually, I took a little bit of anger out on a kitchen implement yesterday. I was making scrambled egg, and I've got my nan's old vintage egg whisk thing, but it's got like a wheel that you turn and it just whisks everything quickly rather than an electric one or hand one. And I was taking my anger out on this thing. I was just like, and it actually felt quite good. And I was thinking to myself, maybe I need like a punch bag or something. I've got the massager on again. Oh, this massager. Anyway, yeah, so I need to work out how to feel these things, let go of them, and see if it works. But I'm not having any expectations at all. I'm just carrying on, trying to soothe when I'm bad and surround myself with positive media. There's a couple of things that are in this book, actually. I'm just going to share with you now. Bear with me. Okay, so it's saying daily practices. And it says choose one or more options from each category each day. Less is more. Do not spend all day working on your dizziness. Be flexible and play around with what works best for you. Right, so the first thing is your mind. So you can choose one of these things a day to do. So positive self-talk, reminding yourself that you're safe and the symptoms are a result of a brain error. Number 2, enjoyable or fun activities. Spending quality time with friends or loved ones. Immersing yourself in positive media. You can find recommendations at the end of the book, so I didn't need to read you that bit. Avoiding media or people that tell you that you're broken. Avoiding internet searches or research on your symptoms. Mindfulness practice. Somatic tracking. And for your body, it says relaxing activities that you enjoy. Movement of some kind, whether formal exercise or moving around your house or walking. Exposure to positions, movements or situations that have previously triggered you. Breathwork or yoga. Parasympathetic breathing. And other physiological stress reduction techniques, which she shares on her channel. And emotions, journaling. And it says, don't feel obligated to do deep journaling daily, but it is good to have a daily routine in which you at least write down a few thoughts or feelings. Emotional check-in at the end of the day. Practicing feeling your feelings in real time. Now she's saying that there's tool 1 in part 2. I'll have to have a look at that. Speaking honestly to a friend, loved one or professional about your feelings and practicing self-compassion. So they're the daily practices that she recommends. Again, it's probably all featured on her channel anyway. Dr. Yo, if you're watching, I hope you don't mind me sharing this, but obviously it's helping to promote your book, so I'm sure you won't care about that. Yeah, it's staggering actually when you see it all on paper and you think, God, this is actually me. It's no surprise why this happened to me, but it's just the getting out of it that needs. I mean, I've made significant progress thanks to searching, and thanks to having the knowledge of what this is and the support of my partner and my friends. That's all of that combined has helped me to get to where I am now. But I'm still sat on a massager and I'm still dizzy. And I'm, and I have good days and bad days. But it doesn't frighten me anymore. I'm still hopeful that I'll recover, because everything, the only certain thing in life is change. That's the certain thing in life. Change and death, but I don't want to depress you by saying that. But yeah, change is inevitable. And I embrace change, I like change. So I feel like things will change for all of us. And once you have the belief is so important, guys. It is so important that you believe that you'll recover and you understand what got you in this mess in the first place, because that's the way out. The way in is the way out. So it's just a matter of time as well, I think, and putting these things into practice and being kind to myself. So yeah, that's it really. But yeah, the sertraline has definitely helped. It's helped me to do a lot more things, but it hasn't taken the dizziness away. So I don't want you to think, if you haven't started meds yet, that you're going to take medication, your dizziness is going to go away, because it doesn't work like that. It just doesn't. It's your brain's way of communicating a message to you, and you've got to work out what the message is. And that's the infuriating thing, because I don't know if this is anger or grief that I'm experiencing, or both. And I need to work with a therapist to go through this, but I don't have the money to do that at the moment. I've spent so much money on therapy, and a lot of it's turned out to be the wrong type. So anyway, I hope you're doing okay, and if you're not, reach out, please do, and please like and subscribe to my channel if you'd like to see more content. I do post weekly, and I hope you realise that you're not alone. Okay, I'll see you next week. See you Sunday. Bye.